Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I have got two little envelopes in the post today. They're both from the same person. They're both from Viviana over in the States. I'm very excited to see what's in here. She dropped a mysterious hint about something she was sending when she asked for my address. We're not doing the heart swap, so I don't know what this is. I'm a little bit worried that one of the envelopes is open at the end. Something's peeking out, so I really hope nothing got lost out of there. Fingers crossed everything's all intact inside. So I'm going to take you to the desk and we'll have a look one envelope at a time. Need to be careful I don't show my address or her address. So let's go in where that slit has happened anyway. Ooh. Okay. Put the envelope out the way. Pretty tissue, that'll be saved for collage. How beautiful is that? Okay, there's a letter here. Oh, look at the card. Oh, love that artwork. Looks kind of Mexican looking, isn't it? Oh, gorgeous colours. Gorgeous effect. I wonder if this might be Viviana's work. Dear Annie, this requires a bit of explanation. Okay. These small strips were made by women of the Mikosuki tribe of Indians. The women of that nation are amazing, amazing seamstresses. Oh, this is fascinating. I had the honour of working with them for 11 years. Wow. This is called patchwork. When you receive it, I'll send you pics on how it is used. Okay. It is considered one of their great treasures, and all of their... Oh, I'm getting those pimples coming out now. Excitement. And all of their clothing is adorned with it and highly valued. I have been gifted with a number of articles of clothing from them. Best to be. How exciting. This is very special. So I'll let Viviana know when I've finished opening this, and then she'll send me pictures. Oh, look at this. Wow, I wonder how ever they do that. That's really striking, isn't it? What a beautiful effect. The workmanship is fantastic. Very accurately assembled pieces. I'm trying to work out how it's done. So obviously that's done as a strip, then that's done as a strip, then that's joined. Absolutely stunning. Wow. Let's look at this other piece. Oh my word. So this one has got like a satiny finish, a very smooth, kind of semi-matte satin finish. Backed onto cotton. It's cotton at the back. This is cotton all the way through. Similar colours, very striking colours. Love that, those bold colours against the black. Oh, I'm going to have to try doing something like this. It looks like you would have to be quite precise with how you place things. Thank you so much. What a special thing to have a little piece of. I feel very, very lucky to have that. I cannot wait to see the pictures of how these would be used, and then maybe see if I can recreate something like this myself. I've never seen anything like this before. You know, I've said before when I've tried different kinds, so I really got obsessed with doing kawandi, and I still love kawandi as a style of kind of patchworking pieces of fabric to make something new and beautiful out of it, out of just what was scraps, really. And I've said before, and Manx quilting I loved as well. Obviously, you know, there's lots of forms of quilting over in America and here in the UK. I've also tried bujagi, which is a Korean style of patchworking scraps of like very fine cotton. I think every culture seems to have its way of patchworking these small scraps of fabric. This is one I've never heard of or seen anything like this one before, and it's fascinating. Okay, I'm going to open the other envelope. Really, really hope nothing got lost up there. It looks like it was that package and the note. There's no mention of anything else. Hopefully that means nothing went astray there. Let's open the second envelope. It does say 1 of 2 on there. So Viviana has also said she'll stitch a little piece to add to our community quilt, our bonkers quilt that we're doing at the Bazaaar event this summer. So I'm very excited to see, because Vivian's textile work is absolutely beautiful. It's just art. It's real. Oh, look at this. Oh. Look at that. I love. I just know from the style this model. I don't know if that looks like it could be Viviana's initials, but I wouldn't swear to it. But this very much looks like her style, so I'm assuming this is a card that Viviana's made herself. It's just got her style about it, definitely. Stunning composition and combination of colours. I just love it. I just love that. And the addition of this gorgeous fibre. Dear Annie, you've said several times that you'd like to see my work in person. Oh. It's small, so not quite as intricate as others, but I made this for you. Oh. You can cut it out and sew it to something else or whatever you like. Another is on its way soon for your quilt. Oh. I have often said, because you can when you look at, she does share a lot of her work in the Facebook group, and I love it. Just looking at it, just a photo of it is stunning. But I've often said I'd love to see it in person. I bet it feels amazing. And there's, you know, no matter how good a photo you take, and it is difficult to get a good photo, isn't it? You know, no matter how good a photo you take, you don't have the same depth and vibrancy and texture, and everything doesn't come out the same. So I thought, I've got a project in the pipeline, an inspired by Viviana project coming up, so it will be lovely to have this, whatever it is, by me while I'm working on that. And how lovely that she's doing a special piece to go on the quilt. Oh my word. Oh, look. Oh, look. So some of her pieces, like she says, this is small for her. Some of her pieces are massive, like wall-size pieces that she does. And she's working on a very big one at the moment. Look at it. Oh, this is going to be right next to me when I'm working on the Viviana inspired piece for inspiration. Cool. So she does a lot of underwater scenes with octopuses and fish and jellyfish and seahorses. And I love the way she patches these snippets, tiny snippets sometimes, the quite sort of stiffened piece there. And then she's got these clusters. Look at the clusters of beads here and sequins. They add texture and form. Yeah. If you're in our Facebook group, search Viviana. I think it's the only Viviana, so if you put Viviana, it'll come up, and look at some of the things she's posted. I feel so lucky to have this. I mean, she's saying not as intricate because it's small, but there's a lot in there. Love how she's got this got rows and rows of chain stitch here in I think that's a stranded cotton, and she's, whether it's a variegated one or she's used several shades of yellow to orange there to get the sense of the form of the fish, and then this deep kind of fuchsia purpley pink next to it really pops. That is absolutely wonderful, Viviana. I can't... let's have a look at the messy backside. It's not even that messy. Love this kind of fishnet looking stitch here. going to have a closer look at how that is done, because it gives that effect of scales, and it's quite nice that it's a fishnet looking as well. And of course, I guess what she's done is change the scale of a stitch, so it's smaller holes at this end, bigger in the middle, so again it helps to give that sense of form. It's real, textile art, that is. And it's going to be so good to have these next to me when I'm working on my project that I've got in my mind to do for I'm going to do a Maggie Morris inspired project and a Viviana inspired project, and I've got a couple of others in the pipeline as well. So at the moment I'm finishing my Christine Create and Craft with Christine one, my still life. I think this must be Vivian's artwork, because this definitely smacks of Viviana to me. And this is the same signature, so I think this must be Viviana's artwork too. Stunning. I haven't got room for everything in the thumbnail now. Let's get my mug out of the way. See how much of this we can fit in. We don't need the mouse there. I'm filled to bits with that. Thank you so much, Viviana. What a treasure. What an inspiration. Can't wait what you're going to send us to stitch to the community quilt as well. So that's the thing with if you want to send a little piece. Let me come up now and say about this. If you would like to send a little piece, a little snippet, it can just be a little random layered snippet with some stitching in it. It could be a little square piece, or a triangle, or whatever, or it could be a fish or a flower, or whatever you like. It can be basically any kind of motif or patch or snippet that you want to send to add to our community quilt, which we're going to be working on at our slow stitching corner at the Bazaaar Summit event this year. I will link to the video about that rather than go on about it now. If you can't be there with us in person, you can send a piece. So if you look at my link tree, which will be in the description box, click on that, you'll find my email in there. You can email me and I'll let you know where to send it. It can be anything from 5 centimeters upwards. Obviously I don't want kind of massive huge pieces like that, because it needs to be just a reasonably sized piece. I would think you wouldn't want to go smaller than sort of 5 centimeters or so, and probably not bigger than kind of that. I don't know, if you're not sure, just if you've got any questions, again, you can just email me there. I'll be happy to help out. And very excited that lots of people are going to be joining us now. So Marion, who I met up with there I met up with her in person for the first time at last year's Bazaaar Summit event. She's going to be helping me to organise the Slow Stitching Corner. It'll be on the 16th and 17th of August. I'm not going to go in all of the details. You can find out all of the details in that video that I'll link in the description box. So as well as Marion and myself, Maggie Morris is coming with her friend. I think she's called Sue. I haven't met her yet either. Lucy's coming, she's going to be staying near to me. Annette is hoping to come all the way from Sweden. Granny Sue and her friend are coming. Diane let me know that she's coming. God, I've forgotten anybody else that has mentioned it. And the big one I just heard about this morning is Kaz from Australia is coming. Oh my God, I'm very, very excited. We're going to have the most amazing time. So I'm very excited about that. But it'll be really nice that people who aren't able to be with us, stitchy friends all over the world, can still send in little pieces and be part of this community project. And once the quilt is, or quilts, we might end up going into 2. It depends on how many people want to take part, really. Once they're finished off, they will be auctioned off for charity, hopefully in time for Christmas, which would be really nice. So that's it for me today. Thank you so much again, Viviana. I absolutely love these. I'm thrilled to bits with these, and I'm going to email you straight away and ask you to send me pictures of how these beautiful pieces are added to clothing. Mikosuki tribe. Very excited to have a look at that. Anyway, so thanks very much to all of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.